How's it going, bros? I'm Divik. Welcome back into a very special video. So, it has come to my attention that the Unwithered Truth has finally released their part 2 of their FNAF timeline reboot. Now, I did previously react to part 1. You can check it out in the description below. I think, maybe possibly, or it'll be in the end cards. You can check out that part 1, part 2. I split it in half because it was a long video. But yeah, one of you guys actually notified me about it. Now, shout out to you. Comment will be on screen. And this is also my first reaction recording with the new updated camera on my iPad here, because you guys didn't know, I use my iPad to record my video footage for the reactions and whatnot. And yeah, I gotta say, it looks good, gotta say. So if you didn't see the first part, I will of course have the first part and this part in the description below. We're not gonna watch all of this today. As I said, 50 minutes. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're maybe gonna get like maybe half an hour in, and then we'll save the last 20 minutes for the next part. I think that will probably be the best bet. So yeah, and 5 others. Oop, there's more people. But before we get into it, let's go ahead, open link in new tab here. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that gonna? Okay, so it's a whole lot of other stuff. But I guess Unwithered Truth has a bunch of other folks. Yeah, this is his other one. Oh, number 40 on trending. That's nice. Wait, I'm not. Oh wait, here we go. Here's everybody. So I am subscribed to them. So Rye Toast is in here, T Dreads, the Game Theorist. So I'm guessing Tom, Gibby's Horror Homestead, and Solid Silver. I don't know who these two are, but cool. Yeah, shout out to all of them. Can I do this? Yeah. So here we go. So there was a trailer a couple months ago, and I was recently rewatching the FNAF 1 reboot from 8 months ago now. But as I said, this is a long video, so we're gonna be here a minute. So let's go ahead and get this going. Of course, link will be in the description, so you guys can check out the video for yourself. You can have it up on your phone or on a different tab, and you have this video up while you're watching to give the Unwithered Truth watch time, whilst you're also watching my video. If you have your cell phone or tablet, you can have that up on a second screen so we can watch it all together. Sound good? Sound good. All right. So, warning, this video contains flashing lights that may affect viewers who are susceptible to photosensitive epilepsy. Thankfully, I am not. So, let's go ahead and get this going. Of course, I'm going to cut the sound down a little bit.
What a reboot of the first FNAF
Let's
game
do
would look
captions,
like if
of
I were
course.
put in the driver's seat of the franchise.
Yes,
the
of course.
response to that video has been overwhelmingly positive.
Yes,
so
of
I
course.
thought I'd waste no time and hop right into a sequel. You guys had a lot of thoughts regarding some of the changes and updates I made to the first game, so I tried to keep all that feedback in mind when tackling the second game.
Right, so let's go.
First of these reboot videos, I'm going to reiterate that this reboot universe that I'm making is drawing inspiration from, but not beholden to, the old lore. Any references made to classic FNAF games or books are done for fun, and also to use them as building blocks for a new lore, which hopefully feels a little more cohesive as it's being planned from the very beginning.
Yeah, see, that's definitely something about the FNAF, and I will frequently pause, by the way, just to let you guys know, because that's what you're supposed to do with these reactions anyway, not just watch it and then comment. Yeah, that's one thing that I've always said about the FNAF lore, is that it is so hilariously complicated. So anything that will simplify it, even if you're making brand new lore, is always going to be better. Now, it's been a while since I actually watched part 1. I didn't watch part 1 in preparation for this. I kind of jumped right in. So here's to hoping that there is some like, hey, by the way, here's what we mentioned previously. And, that kind of thing. So, of course, haven't seen this before, so let's continue.
So if there's something here which is inaccurate to the original,
that's right, the mini games. Yeah,
intentionally.
Yeah.
And that very much applies to this game, as this one is going to be a much more severe overhaul than the first video. Anyway,
really?
without further ado, let's jump into the sequel to FNAF Anniversary, which I'm going to call Five Nights at Freddy's Heyday.
Oh, Heyday! I like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cool already! Hey, yo! That's so stinking cool. Okay, stop. Already. Hold on. Already. That is a sick menu. Already. You got the wizards, and then you got the toys, and they're flashing much like in the FNAF 2 main menu game. I might have a little video on screen here, maybe, possibly. But that's so cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh.
Good evening. We notice you're here after hours. Putting in the overtime, eh? Good for you. Afton Robotics always appreciates the hard work and dedication of its employees. It seems that you're attempting to perform maintenance on. Would you like a hand with that?
Would you like a hand with
that? Glad to be of assistance.
Oh, there's closed captions in there. Okay.
Be waiting on the platform upstairs. Please activate
the upstairs
button on the maintenance console to get started.
Hello? By the way, I'm recording this on Halloween evening, so happy Halloween. Yeah, hello. Whoop. Oh, I might have to blur this. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. It appears our system does not recognize the animatronic you're trying to perform maintenance on.
Withered Freddy?
Intended for maintenance pertaining to approved Afton Robotics creations. Are you sure you wish to continue? Okay, let's get started. First,
Withered Freddy?
With any or
Withered
maintenance and or cleaning.
Freddy? Withered Freddy or Withered Golden Freddy? Huh? Oh, it is Withered Freddy.
Good job. Looks good as new. Before we send back on stage, we must ensure the animatronic is functioning as intended.
Okay, so this is a new mechanic.
Connect your FAS remote to the maintenance console. If you do
FAS
not have
remote?
a FAS remote or fail to connect one in the next 10 seconds, that means you should not be here, and the authorities will be contacted.
Whoa.
Good job.
Oh, snap.
3 buttons should have engaged. The first is a prompt button, which will test animatronic responses to external stimuli, to ensure our latest and greatest animatronic toys remain fully operational during showtime. Between prompts...
Okay, pause. So the chapter is called Maintenance, so it would appear that it's something akin to what we were doing in Sister Location. Because in Sister Location, rather than sit in a security room for 5 nights in a row and just watch the place, you're performing different tasks and whatnot. So something akin to, yeah, like I said, Sister Location, the Help Wanted games, Security Breach to an extent, with the updating or upgrading Glamrock Freddy, things like that. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this already. And the little FAS remote right there, it's giving the FAS wrench from, I think it was Ruin. So Unwithered will probably mention that here, but already this is seriously cool. So let's continue.
Be sure to use your second button to activate your FAS remote's inbuilt flashlight and shine it directly at the animatronic's eye sensors. This will initiate a soft reset to prepare the animatronic for the next prompt.
What was that? Was that red?
These animatronics are considered heavy machinery. If
of
the
course.
animatronic is not performing as expected and displays erratic or dangerous behavior, press the third button on your FAS remote to administer a controlled shock.
Sister Location.
A hard reset on all internal systems. But be careful, more than 3 resets in a single maintenance session can damage equipment. So it's best to play it safe and report any failed maintenance to your supervisor. To begin animatronic responses, please choose an appropriate sound prompt package from the list provided on your maintenance panel. You have chosen error. Press the prompt button on your FAS remote to proceed.
The error sound is actually scaring me a little bit. Oh, so a little bit of Pizza Sim as well.
Please use the flashlight as instructed and document results on your maintenance panel. Let's try again, shall we? Press the prompt button to cycle to the next item.
Oh, he moved. Nope, he's sitting up a little bit more. You can tell by the eye angle. I'm pointing. You can tell by the eye angle right here. He absolutely stinking moved.
Please use the flashlight as instructed and document results on your maintenance panel.
Oh no. Hi, Freddy. No.
Looks like that didn't have the intended response. Let's try again, shall we? Press the prompt button to cycle to the next item.
Oh, he's big. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed now. Oh, he's gone.
You have used more than the advised 3 shocks. Please submit this maintenance report so you may be appropriately reprimanded. Thank you for submitting your report. Punishment will be doled out swiftly. Please clock out and return home. We probably won't be seeing you again, so just in case, thank you for your mediocre service and have a fantastic life.
That was terrifying, actually.
Maintenance minigames. This style of gameplay was first introduced to the series back in Sister Location. In
That's
that game, it was Funtime Freddy's maintenance section, and it became a huge aspect of the sequel, Pizzeria Simulator, in the salvage minigames.
Okay,
if you're
called it.
familiar with the latter, you'll know I'm taking heavy inspiration from that game for this one, and if you're worried about using too many of these elements too early in the series, I can assure you that if I ever get to rebooting Pizza Sim or Sister Location, I'll make sure to update those minigame sections to make sure these parts don't feel redundant. The reason I decided to use this scenario as the opening for the game is for a couple of reasons. First of all, the player is introduced to a few gameplay elements before they're required to use them in the base game, which we'll talk about those more in detail in the next few sections.
Oh my gosh, that's
Secondly,
haunting.
This is a tone setter for both our characters and the world.
Yeah, I may have
This
to actually
cold,
blur some of that
bureaucratic
the blood
treatment of
effects here.
things that are supposed to elicit
My
wonder
gosh.
and excitement in children is off-putting, especially when there's obviously a lot more going on here than we may first realize.
Hi.
As with the first video, more will be revealed in the lore chapter later, but for now, let's talk a bit more about this
so
new and
creepy, I
improved
love
Freddy's
it.
that our reboot will take place in.
This is so creepy. Like, this is beyond
In
creepy.
the original FNAF 2, the pizzeria was lauded as a new location, much larger than the first game's map, with new
Yes, of course.
state-of-the-art technology and overall an improvement in the company. So
course.
the first change that I'm making is that for story reasons, I thought it would work if the FNAF Heyday building and the FNAF Anniversary building were actually the same one, just many years apart. To make this idea work, I ended up going backwards from my Anniversary map layout to design this new building from many years earlier.
Okay.
Obviously,
Oh,
FNAF 2
two-part.
is a much larger location.
Okay, pause. Stop. Go back. Go back just a little bit.
To make this idea work,
I want to read the
ended up
text.
going backwards from my Anniversary map layout to design this new building from many years earlier.
Okay, so let's see here. So we got main feed, large stage, which I'm guessing is right here. Wraparound arcade, which is I'm guessing that either this or over here. Kitchen, of course, 2 party rooms, southern security office, which I'm guessing is this, and then Pirates Cove. Okay.
Obviously, FNAF 2
Okay, so
is a
what's
much
different?
larger location, so I needed to keep the base of the future map and expand it outwards. So, for example, what will eventually become the security office and the prize counter was once an entryway to the pizzeria, which wraps around the serving counter in the dining hall, connected to the kitchen, which remains in place. There's also a designated employee lounge next to these spaces for floor and kitchen staff to relax on their break.
Okay.
The dining hall remains mostly as it was, but the main stage, which exists from an even earlier version of the pizzeria, has been cordoned off, and the new main stage is to the right of the room. Where Pirates Cove and the wraparound arcade will someday stand is actually the location of this game's security office, which looks out onto the dining hall. Parts of the building which are left unutilized in 1993 actually expand this space into becoming a set of hallways which lead to new bathrooms, 3 party rooms, a secondary kitchen, specifically used for private parties, and the manager's office. The safe room is also yet to be cordoned off, so it's now accessible from both sides, one door to the back room and the others to the manager's hallway. Considering our restrooms are located down here now, we have this space behind the stage which is going to be converted into the new Kids Cove and arcade spaces. Oh, and because we're going to be situated in the new security office off here to the left, we're going to be looking at the pizzeria from this perspective. Of course, we can't get a real feel for this new pizzeria without actually jumping in and seeing what it looks like.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot. Okay, so the previous one was the previous location. So we got two kitchens. Okay, 2 kitchens makes sense. Okay, 2 kitchens, 3 party rooms, Kids Cove, of course, employee lounge, like you mentioned, active safe room, food serving counter, and a large dining area, which is all of it. That's stinking cool. Oh, gameplay. All right, let's go.
FNAF 2's
how far are
gameplay
we?
loop
Okay.
is one which is both reviled and revered depending on who you ask.
Both.
Obviously, the original game introduced us to the 5 new animatronic threats and removed our familiar defenses from the first game. While in concept, I really like the idea of bombarding the player with new threats, in execution, there's very little which set each of these animatronics
Yeah,
apart.
true,
Now, some
true.
people's approach to redesigning FNAF 2 is
hold
to
on.
give all the animatronics all unique mechanics, but
Yeah.
I find that there are simply too many new animatronics to do that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So instead, I thought that giving the player new defenses and stronger threats would be an interesting way to go about tackling this game's fresh cast of animatronics.
Okay.
Why listen to me ramble on when I could have the man himself tell you?
Oh. But Whoa.
Hello? Hey, Jerry, it's Ralph.
Oh,
If
Jerry.
you're hearing this, it means I figured out this voicemail thing. You know, new renovations, new systems, and hey, new night guard. It all went smoothly today for the opening, so let's hope that
Oh,
continues
JJ
your
too.
shift.
Hi.
I'll be honest with you. Nights at this place can be pretty boring, but uneventful is exactly what we're going for. Now, apologies for this, but I gotta do the whole manager thing, you know. Hello and welcome to the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike where fantasy and fun come to life. Congratulations on your new summer job as a nighttime security guard.
Where is
This
Freddy?
building
Where
has
is
been
Freddy?
fitted with state-of-the-art
Oh, there he is.
security and
Okay.
surveillance technology, which has been designed to assist you in defending and maintaining Fazbear Entertainment property. And yourself, obviously. They didn't write that. I'm adding that. All of these security features are accessible
Oh, Circus
through
Baby.
your Afton Robotics patented Handycam unit.
Is that a kitchen?
Our new line of animatronic performers also serve as Fazbear
Oh, the front door?
certified
Okay.
technological officiators of youth security.
Oh, I guess there is
Also
captions
known
there, so I can
as
turn this off.
toys. I swear they always come up with the
Wait,
name
what was that?
Security. Also serve as Fazbear certified technological officiators of youth security. Also known as toys.
That is brilliant. No, seriously, that's brilliant. Giving the toys an actual acronym, aka, so you lean into the actual purpose of them having, the criminal database and whatnot. That's brilliant.
I swear they always come up with the name before the acronym.
No, that makes sense though.
That's right. In this game, the toys are on our side and serve as our main defenses against the Wizards.
Huh?
Now, we'll discuss this full office overhaul in a minute, but for now, let's focus on
Wait,
how
what?
these toys work.
Our new line of toys can be directed through your Handycam unit to obstruct or distract any potential threats to Fazbear property. Yeah, there's just a bunch of technobabble after that, so I'll skip over it. Basically, Bonnie and Chica make a bunch of noise, and Freddy deals with threats head on.
Using your camera map, you can move the toys animatronics from room to room, where each will carry out their own specific function. As Ralph mentioned, Toy Bonnie and Chica make a lot of noise, which you might be able to guess means they act as lures. Each toy has a short cooldown, which means you can't just spam them from room to room, so you have to be more strategic about their placement. Bonnie and Chica also only lure their withered counterparts, so you can't use them to completely disable all animatronics.
Hi.
The toys are only active when their respective wizards are out and about, so Toy Freddy won't be in use until Freddy gets up from the safe room. Speaking of Freddy,
You're my friend.
now you might be wondering what inspired this change, and it was honestly my rejection of FNAF 2's lack of importance in the cameras. In the original game, the puppet's music box required the player to only ever stay on that camera in later nights, and there wasn't honestly much need to know where the animatronics were. As long as you were ready to put on your mask, you could pretty much avoid each of the animatronics besides Foxy, and he's down the end of the hall, so you're almost encouraged not to go on the cameras too often. With Heyday's Toys system, the player needs to keep track of the Wizards and make sure that they're managing their defenses well. They have to be ready to move Toy Freddy into Withered Freddy's paths, or to set Bonnie up nearby Withered Bonnie to make sure that he's slowed down on his way to the office. If the animatronics ever do make their way to the office, we're keeping our mask and flashlight mechanics intact from the original. From the desk-mounted console, the player...
Okay, so this is making complete sense here. This tracks. Honestly, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes complete sense. Like, I'm understanding what it is they're saying here. And honestly, this makes I'm understanding. So the toys are actually it's leaning into the whole security system thing, and having them be opposing forces is actually kind of cool and ironic, given that the FNAF 2 movie is on its way, and it would appear that maybe the toys and the wizards are on opposite sides of the conflict. Maybe, just looking at the trailer and whatnot. So, hey, really cool.
Use the flashlight to stall animatronics that make it to the hallway. This console can also be used to charge the flashlight, as it will have a lot less battery than in the original version.
Okay.
In the event that the animatronics ever actually make it to the office, we can pop on an old Bonnie mask, I wonder where that came from, and wait for the animatronics to go about their business. Taking some inspiration from the unreleased dev version of FNAF 2, this mask mechanic has a timer, meaning you can't just hide in the mask forever. This also encourages the player to handle the threats before they make it to the office, as if they get too close and you have to wait for multiple animatronics to leave, you'll probably not last very long in the mask, considering it's a very musty, moldy, not made for human respiratory systems animatronic face.
I honestly doubt you'll have need for most of the security stuff. Worst I ever had to deal with on the night shift were some bored teens trying to make trouble. Ended up using a Freddy mask to blend in with the merchandise until they left. Yeah. I was never much cut out for the security office. But hey, I'm sure you'll do much better. Okay, Jerry, it's been a long day, so I'm gonna catch some shut-eye. If you need anything, just let me know by tomorrow night, and we'll sort it out.
Okay.
Okay, good night. Oh, and have a fantastic shift.
Okay, so we're about 20 minutes in. 14 minutes into the video, and I want to say 20 minutes or so into the recording. Yeah, about 20 minutes. We're gonna do a little bit more, and then we'll stop for that, because I don't want these videos to be too terribly long. But this is seriously so cool. But yeah, you have Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, right? I was about to ask, what about Mangle? So let's see.
Both the Mangle and Withered Foxy are some of the most iconic elements to come out of FNAF 2.
True.
With Foxy's light sensitivity and Mangle's mangledness. First of all, let's discuss our poor, disassembled, pink and white friend, Mangle.
Yes.
If you've seen my sister location theory video, you'll know that I proposed that this toy Foxy wasn't a toy at all, but instead...
Oh wow, that
from
model
the
work is
previous
great.
location. Understand that this will be the case for my reboot timeline. This version of Foxy isn't actually a Foxy at all, but instead a new member of Freddy and Friends named Funtime the Fox.
Funtime's supposed to be more kid-friendly and able to be played with, so she's a bit more malleable. Any amount of force just causes her to pop apart. Stops them from crushing any kids that might get caught in the joints. Not that that would ever happen, of course. At least, not again.
Again?
The Mangle, technically not being a toy, isn't controlled by our camera systems. The Mangle's first function is to act as a sort of anti-toys character. When the Mangle is in a room, that camera will be glitched and full of static, just letting us catch glimpses of the twisted mess of animatronic parts. This also means that the toys cannot be sent to that room. This will lead to moments where the player wants to send Bonnie or Chica toys into these rooms, but is blocked by the Mangle. The player either then has to wait it out and hope the Withers don't move closer, or they have to improvise an alternative strategy.
Okay, ow.
Staff was supposed to put him back together at the end of every shift, but I guess people got lazy. Obviously, we fixed her up for the opening, but I doubt it'll be long before she's back to being... Well, the staff calls it the Mangle.
Ooh.
Names like that tend to stick.
Yeah, true.
Anyway,
Alright.
Those vents in your office are rigged with motion triggers. If anything does set off the sensors, just tap the lit up button and it should scare off whatever's scampering through. I'm told it's a pest control measure. A bit overboard if you ask me.
A little bit.
As the nights go on, Mangle will try and make its way through the vents toward us more frequently and will move more quickly, making it a mad dash to zap her before she makes it into the office. If the player isn't quick enough to catch him with these controlled shots...
Oh. Uh-oh. Hi! Hi. Okay, so you die immediately.
Obviously, we have no toys equivalent to deal with our shy pirate friend, so instead, we're going to have to deal with him in another way once he activates on night 3. In this game, the front office door from the original has been replaced with a large window. Throughout the night, the player will catch glimpses of a shadowy Foxy progressing his way through the diner area, closer and closer to the player. The player will have to be prepared to flip the switch next to the office window to turn on the main lights, which will freeze the pirate fox in place. This way, we keep our light sensitivity for Foxy intact without losing his more unique approach to attack from the original. It's also a subtle reference to the fun with plush trap minigame from FNAF Lore, which I always thought was quite cool. This version is definitely less punishing than that game, with a much larger window, pardon the pun, to catch Foxy in. Hitting the light switch too early will mean the player loses access to it for a short time, indicated by the power box fritzing out. Again, another pun, sorry. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, as if Foxy gets too close and we don't have the switch to shut him down...
Cool. Oh, so he just bypasses anyone else? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stop there. About 25-ish minutes. This is stinking cool. Yeah, this is really cool. This is definitely gonna be a few parts. But yeah, I do like it. Giving Mangle and Foxy brand new mechanics makes sense for the whole thing. But I am very curious to see how the marionette functions, which we're going to find out for part 2, which I'm not going to record right now. But, yeah, this is cool. 17 minutes into a 15-minute video. Oh, we're going to be here a while, aren't we? But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, don't forget, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Of course, like I said, part 1 will be in the description below, along with this video. So, shout out to everybody. This is seriously cool, and I'm gonna say maybe 3 parts, 2-3 parts maybe at the most, maybe more. Who knows? And then if I'm really feeling up to it, maybe what I'll do is I'll combine all the parts and just cut out the accoutrement in the middle. So yeah, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell so that way you're notified of any and all videos. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.